host.
Miss Mink is in the house.
Definitely in the building. And of course, you already know.
Lane 747. What up?
And tonight, we're going to come back with another good one. What's the mission statement? Miss Mink.
Hey, you know what that
Appreciate you
is.
being here today, baby.
Yes. You know I had to bless y'all with my presence.
All right,
I'm
all
here,
right.
although I'll be blessing y'all with my presence from now on in the STL.
All right, that's what I'm talking
Welcome
about.
home.
Let's
Welcome
Yes.
get it, baby. Welcome,
But
welcome.
our mission statement is we want to make sure that we bridging that gap between the young and the seasoned. We want to snatch our youth back. It's so much going on right now, and we want to make sure that our youth know that they have a voice as long as they keep it professional, meaning, you know what I mean, but also,
Respectful.
yes, very respectful. But we want them to feel that they can be heard. And there is so much knowledge that not only can the season provide, but hey, some of our youth got some, jewels that they can drop on us as well.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So, like I said, tonight we're talking about dead society. So we want you to tune in. Call in 515-599-1687. Talk to us. You know, we definitely will talk back.
Yes, we will. We're going to talk about this dead society. First and foremost, let me just kind of talk a little bit about what we mean when we say dead society. Not that, hey, the whole society is dead, but in the sense of knowledge and knowing what it is that we need to know to get to that next step. Yeah, I'll say that, hey, society is a little bit dead. So we got to waken up. We got to wake up. Wake up. Ain't that what was that movie? I mean, what was it? Not High School High, but one of them, Get Up, with Larry Fishburne in it.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking
Hey,
about.
come on, society. We got to wake it on up. It's too much
Yes.
going on, and it's too much happening for us to be blind and not being able to see.
Exactly. That's so true. And then, like she said, society is dying because you see a lot of killing out here in the streets, and we killing each other all day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
And the sad thing about it is that we doing exactly what they want us to do. And you know,
Absolutely.
they don't have to do it no more. So they sitting back and watching us just destroy ourselves. And that's what we mean by dead. Our society is dying because we are not being accountable for our own actions. And not only that, we don't even, it's, you know, so many people out here just so wicked and so hateful and so mean and Andre, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we got to get back to it, y'all. We got to stop allowing them to dangle these little trinkets in our face and we just act like we hit the jackpot.
That's
'Cause
right.
we dying out here.
You're right. This society is very much alive, but it's dead when it comes to the mind. Because we all, hey, that's one thing that God blessed us with, that holds the access to our talents. And if it is that we're not in the right mindset, then our talents go to waste, those God-given talents. And God has blessed us so well with a lot of talents. We need to wake up. Come on, society, stop being dead. Wake it up. The graves are not for you right now. But hey, time is running out.
Yes. Definitely is. And you know, I was listening to this young lady the other day, and she was saying that, you know, God had showed her how God had showed her a message.
Mm-hmm.
And the message was God will show you the play before you become the played.
Hey, yeah. Now let that sink in.
Yeah,
What
you know
what
what
y'all
I'm
think
saying?
about that?
So-
God will show you the play before you get played. Now, how many people can understand what that is representing and what that's saying? I want us to talk a little bit about that. What has God showed us as far as the play, and how have we allowed ourselves to be played?
Because for one, a lot of times when we see those red flags, and this is just my opinion and things of what I have experienced, a lot of times when if it's something that we're pursuing and we have some type of liking to it,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what I'm saying, we feel like, oh, it might be cool, or that because they done showed a little bit, or something that made you feel like, yeah, okay, that might be something I
Right.
want to pursue.
Mm-hmm.
So we start liking, and then a lot of times we allow our feelings and emotions to get in the way, because along the journey, God is showing you red
Mm-hmm.
flags that you need to pay attention to, because those red flags is gonna determine whether you move on or should you just go ahead and walk away. But a
That's
lot of
right.
times we ignore those red flags.
That's right. So, what you got to say about that, Fast Lane?
I'm just soaking it all in right now, but it's a dead mind state out here, and we gotta wake up. You know what I mean? We've been programmed to think how we think, and I'm talking about those that think to the negative, that negative energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't really understand that a lot of things we face right now has been set up for us to think like we think. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like, we've been programmed. That's why they call them programs. So we gotta rearrange that program, y'all. We gotta wake up. You know what I'm saying? We are living, and we are living beings, and we're electrical beings. You know what I mean? And they
Hmm.
know all of that. They know who he is. So we gotta know who he is. You know what I mean? We sleeping giants for real. It's
Mm-hmm.
time to wake up. Bottom line.
That's right. You so right. I mean, just as both of you all have alluded to, I feel that a lot of us don't recognize how it is that we can be played. That play that God gives us before it is that we play, because we don't know how to hear his voice. We
Hmm.
don't know how to see the things that it is that he put in front of us. And you know why that is? Because we haven't taken the time to build that relationship with God. A lot
Exactly.
of times we think that, oh, we better bust down the church doors and all that stuff. But if you don't have a relationship with God, I don't care how much you go to church, you still are not getting the full essentials of what it is that he providing to you. So it is very important that we all get that relationship for ourselves. We get to know who God is for ourselves. We study, we read, we learn. Hey, take it all in, because before the end,
But
don't
I'm
get
gonna say
played.
this though, for a lot of people that don't know, church is within. Church is
Yeah.
not the
The
building
building.
that you go.
That's right.
God want us to go
Right.
and worship there. To congregate and to get to know people, because He do put shepherds over us. But the same thing you can get at church, you can get it within if you get in tune with God, if you read, if you study. God don't say come to me dressed up in furs and minks and leather
That's
coats
right.
and high heel shoes, long hair. God say come as you are, because within that God is going to clean you up to what you need to be. So,
Absolutely.
that's why I say we got to wake up. And when we say dead society, y'all know exactly what we talking about. Like, everything that they dangle in front of us, it's like we feel like we hit the jackpot. We backstabbing, we conniving, you know what I'm saying? We don't have no passion no more. We quick to downplay somebody else or
Hmm.
talk about somebody else. We quick to make up a whole scenario, and then it might not even been that. It's just the fact that you just so in tuned and in your feelings,
Hmm.
to where you allowing everything you done been through to pour out on somebody else, and that's killing us.
It
It's
is.
killing us,
It
because
really is.
nobody cares for nobody no more.
That's right. And that's why we say dead society, because, hey, society is dead to the fact that God is in the midst of it all. He's the one that's running the show. We ain't running the show. We little peas in a pod. We running around in it. We not running it, not at all. So if we wake up and we become more in tune with God, that means that we can become more in tune with ourselves, and we can hear and see whatever visions it is that God is putting out there for us, in front of us, in our ear, those whispers that you may hear. Hey, we've talked about before that forelude, when that first mind, when you think that it's not right, hey, don't think too hard on it, because it may not be. Don't get played. God done already gave you the play.
Yeah, and the thing about it too is, it speaks about that in the Bible, of the very thing you seeing today, brothers killing brothers. You know what I'm saying? Cain and Abel. That's how that was.
Mm-hmm.
One brother killed the other brother. We gotta wake up. We gotta seriously get in tune with self first. We so out of tune with self because we too busy looking into somebody else's backyard or staring at somebody else's life to where we so caught up in what they doing to where we don't even know what we want to do or how to even go about doing it because we so busy being messy.
Yeah,
That's
because
right.
for one, you can't pay attention to yourself when you're paying attention to everything else.
Right.
That's why we so entertained with a lot of bullshit. People pay attention to all the dead news, like the news that don't give us no progress, don't build us up. It tears us down. And what we do, we turn around and network it for them.
That's
we
right.
spread the word. We spread the word. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
right.
So, it's crazy how we celebrate the dead more than we do the people that's living amongst us.
That's right.
That's how dead of a society we in right now.
That's
we
right.
celebrate that, but we don't realize the gift of life. We here for a reason. It's a purpose why you're breathing this air. It's a purpose why we here right now. You know what I mean? And we got to hurry up and see something different besides the way we see. As far as the way we think, the way we believe. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been programmed. We've been lied to so bad that we believe a lie quicker than we do the truth.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? People rather talk about gossip and, downgrade who's ever going through whatever they going through in their journey at that moment instead of talking about something to build each other up. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? Let's teach each other. Let's show each other.
Yep.
And those that ain't ready for it, it's okay. You might get there or you might not. Everybody
That's
ain't
right.
meant to be
Exactly.
on the front line. Everybody ain't meant to be bosses. Everybody ain't meant to be workers. You know what I'm saying? But everybody play a certain part.
Yes,
but
they
only
do.
only way they know their part is by paying more attention to self,
themselves.
learning
Exactly.
self. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We so caught up in everybody else but ourselves.
That's right.
Yep,
Absolutely.
and that's so
And
true.
we need to stop being caught up in everybody else because everybody else ain't us.
Right.
You are your own individual. God made each one of us individual and, hey, so greatly made. However, we don't even recognize just how great we are and how much potential it is that we can or we do possess. Not can possess, but what we do possess. You miss out on a lot of your blessings when it is that you don't recognize who you are. We always talk about taking that look at that man in the mirror. How many of us can really say that we really take a look at that man in the mirror and we honestly take accountability for what it is that we see? A lot of things ain't pretty. It sure ain't pretty.
Well, it's levels, and I realize the more I get one and one with the Most High, the more I know that ain't no use of me lying to Him, ain't no use of me
That's
coming
right.
faking, or you have to realize who. That's when you realize who you are. You know what I'm saying? And you realize you got a purpose, even through your flaws. Along this journey, we be thinking we lost. Whole time we being led somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And in that process, you realize I can't whoop myself for when I didn't know better or when I was thinking lower about myself. You know what I'm saying? All I
Right.
could do is learn and be able to know the difference right now. You can't measure how you done elevated if you don't know how low you was down.
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
Absolutely.
And
Yep.
that's so true.
Yep. That's
That's so
right.
true.
It's so funny when it, like you just stated, when it is that you have, I guess you would say, become one with God, there is so many things that people can see through you. People can see that light that you shine. People can see your natural beauty. You're not all made up to look like somebody else. You literally, and you get those compliments. When you confident in the beauty that you possess, that's a powerful thing. I'll tell a little story. I was walking through Dollar Tree, and I was standing over there looking at, I think it was some towels, because I like to send little trinkets to my customers when it is that they place orders and stuff like that. And so this guy walked in, and he just was standing there staring at me. And I was all like, okay, this is weird. So he walked on, and I got what it was that I got, and then I went down another aisle, and he came around, and he was walking. He walked on past the aisle, then he came back, and he was all like, can I ask you something? And he said, I told him, I said, okay, what's going on? He said, I know this gonna sound strange, but how old are you? And I'm all like, huh? what my age got to do with anything? And he was all like, I just want to know. He said, because you are so beautiful. He said,
Yeah.
your skin is just glowing and all that. He said, I know you can't be no more than about 30, 35. I said, add some more, 20 more somethings onto that.
Okay.
And he was all like, hell no, that is not true. You are not, I said 56, and I'm proud to say it. I said,
Right.
absolutely. He was all like, oh my God, you are beautiful. He
I'm
said, your
telling
skin
you.
is just glowing. And I told him, I said, you know what? I said, that ain't my glow, that's God's glow.
Okay.
It's the
Right.
God in me.
Right.
And he just laughed at, and kept on going. But that's something when it is that people can recognize, because that's what should be recognized, is when God is just flowing from you, through you. Hey, let me tell you, it's for the world to see, because you just never know what somebody else may need to know. Somebody may be feeling down about themselves or whatever the case may be. And it's the least little thing that you can say to help bring them back up and help them feel better about themselves. So yeah, come on, society, wake up. We can't be walking around like the dead people.
You know, chasing dead stories.
That's right.
You know,
Absolutely.
we got to speak life into each other. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The words we speak is very powerful. And, we play with these words daily. You know what I'm saying? We curse ourselves all day and don't realize it. And we be wondering why we end up in certain situations, because we speak it out our mouth all the time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And people think that's just talk. But we don't realize the words that's coming out our mouth. Like when
That's
they
right.
say we're spelling, we spelling. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So,
exactly.
you know what I mean? And when you cursing,
You
you're
cursing,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? And we
Exactly.
curse ourselves with the words. That's why they say the tongue is the most deadliest sword. You know what I mean? But with that dead state, mind state, we don't pay attention to all that.
That's right.
We pay attention to all the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? And what we don't realize is we have lost our survival tactics in this world we in. You know what I'm saying? We think it's just all about money. But if your mind ain't right, you're going to lose the money anyway. You see
Absolutely.
what
Or
I'm
you
saying?
might
And
not
if your
make it.
spirit ain't right, and first of all, if you ain't in tune with the Creator, then
Exactly.
you don't know where you're going.
That's
you know what
right.
I'm saying? Because most of
Absolutely.
us think we in total control, and
And we not.
we ain't in control like we think we is.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Even them fools think that they can control the weather.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know but
Right.
cursing themselves. They playing with fire.
That's right.
And that's why we seeing all these wildfires and all these floods. We steady playing, but we got to get ourselves back together. We got to wake up.
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying? That's why they want us to rock us to sleep, because we the ones who have that power for real.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
And
we-
and people got to get off of their titles.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? People so caught up on titles. We got to get back to truth over titles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And the truth is the action.
Exactly.
You know, people go off titles. Titles is just good words.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? But when you playing that position,
That's right.
that's what counts. You
That's
see what
right.
I'm saying?
When they
That's-
see that you playing
yeah.
that position, and
Like,
when
when
you
people-
walking in it,
Exactly.
yes.
That's like people telling you, I love you, I love you, I love you. But them the same people driving you crazy because they're not showing you love. They displaying. They don't realize what they displaying. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But they ain't showing you the love that they keep saying out their
Exactly.
mouth.
Right.
I'd rather somebody show me you love
Than
me
to
because I'm
say
gonna
it.
know it. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna feel it. If
Right.
if I'm in tune with myself, I'm gonna know the difference.
That's
and that's
right.
how everybody should be. You supposed to know who really showing you love and who ain't.
That's
You know?
right.
Because
Absolutely.
good words ain't nothing but good words.
I'm
That's
telling you,
it.
and them titles can get you hurt too.
That's right.
For real, them titles can
Yeah.
get you hurt. You feel what I'm
Because
saying?
if you can't play that position in that
Man.
title,
Man, you hear me? You wearing a heavy title and you sitting here wimpy. Yeah, somebody gonna test you.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You know what I'm
Or you
saying?
sitting up there, you always talking about, I'm a boss, I'm a boss,
Yeah.
I'm a boss.
What kind of boss you?
Right.
Yeah.
what business you bossing?
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So
Who you
yeah.
feeding? Who
That's
you
right.
helping?
Right.
Who you
Exactly.
teaching?
Who
'Cause
you
that's-
lifting up? Because
that's a
what
boss.
He carried the load on his back.
I'm telling
With
you.
no, he can't go complaining to nobody because he
That's
got to
right.
make it go around no matter what.
What?
Everybody
Exactly.
talking about, I don't care about, I don't feel like getting up going. None of that. You got to play your position. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
You
That's
gotta
why
go
it's
where
different
you ain't
levels.
gotta go.
If you can't handle that load, don't even try to claim that position.
Exactly.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Let
Yep.
somebody else be the boss.
That's
and
right.
You do your position.
And that's
you know?
why people gotta learn that, like you said, everybody plays a position.
Mm-hmm.
Every great leader was once a follower.
Yep.
But the thing of it is that if you know your position, you'll be the best at what you do,
Right.
as opposed to trying to be the best at what somebody else
is
do.
doing.
You
That's
know
right.
what I'm saying? So
It's one
yeah.
thing to pick up tips and pointers from somebody. It's another thing to copy it.
Exactly.
When it is that's not your mojo.
Right.
Don't
Exactly.
copy what somebody else
'Cause you
is
ain't
doing
gonna
because
get
you
it.
ain't gonna get it right.
Right.
It's what's for you is for you,
Exactly.
and you gotta demonstrate and portray what it is that you possess, not what somebody else is possessing, because you
Exactly.
can't do it. You
And,
just
and the
cannot
thing
do it.
about it is that a lot of times we don't even know that the things that we do in life repeatedly, consistently, those are really the things that you some of the things that you enjoy doing, so you need to gravitate that. But a lot of people don't know because they too busy doing what they doing, but for somebody else. So yeah, we gotta.
And that's a lot of reasons why a lot of people that go into businesses for themselves fail. Is because they're too busy trying to copycat off of making it great like somebody else has made it great. Instead of putting your all in all into it and
Making
learning,
it
as
what
I
it is.
stated, pick up those tips and those pointers and
Exactly.
bring it into what it is that you are trying to do. Don't copycat.
Right,
Don't
right.
copycat.
And then another thing that wake you up is, you know what I'm saying? Listen, it is okay to get up under somebody that has already
Yes.
established themselves. You know, we got to get off of that I could do this and I could do. No, listen. People are what you call resources. Use those resources.
That's right.
Get what you got to get. Learn what you can learn. And then you take that and you make it your own.
And that's why we say dead society, because God also put people in
your
places,
places, yes.
where they can help you, where you
Yes.
can gain nuggets from them, where you can grab hold to a little bit of what it is that they represent or that they can give to you. But if it is that you don't have that relationship with God and that you don't recognize what it is that he's doing for you, what he's putting in front of you, what he's saying to you, then you're going to miss it. You're going to miss it. And you're going to miss them too. They'll be them going on about their business and be all like, I tried to help them, or whatever the case may be. So callers, call in. Get in on this topic. Tell us what you think or how you feel that society is dead. And have you got yourself played when God has already put that play in front of you? Tell us about it. Call in 515-599-1687. We waiting to hear from you.
Yes, we are.
515-599-1687. Get in on this topic. Miss Mink is in the house.
All right, now we definitely welcome you here. But this is a very good topic to me because it opened your eyes to a lot of things that, people just not aware of, not even trying to become aware of, and people don't even see the signs of times. They, you know what I'm saying? It's just like people just going on with their everyday life, and people are so in tune with themselves to where, it's like they living in a world by themselves, but you can't live by yourself because everybody needs somebody.
Yep.
Especially when you trying to build a team or a business. You can't be a one-man player. You just can't be that. Because
don't I know?
everybody has a position.
Yes.
Where you might bring this to the table, you bring this to the table, I bring this to the table, but by the time the table full.
That's right.
That means we got some projects.
Things going
we got
on.
Some things going on.
That's right.
But
Absolutely.
you at the table
by yourself. Woo, that's
Yeah,
I'm telling you, hey, I can relate to that. Trying to run a cleaning business down there in Atlanta, is so much money to be made out here for everybody. And I'm going to say in that industry because that's something that I specialize in. But it was just too much for just me. And even though it is that I did incorporate and hire people, a lot of people, like we said, dead society. Mine just not where it should be to bring them up to speed, so hey, you do have to have a team. You do have to have a team.
Because you can't do nothing by yourself.
That's right.
People are tools. And when I say tools, I don't mean tools that, like, you use your tools for certain jobs, and certain people are used for certain things. And I ain't talking about abuse that tool, but I'm saying that in order to get the job done, you need certain tools to get the job done. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And the Most High will put people around you as tools for you to use along this journey in order to get the job done. But we have been so detached amongst each other, we don't even know how to ask for help from each other no
That's
more.
right.
We got so much foolish pride, or we think we know it all, that we take it personal when somebody trying to teach you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really should take it personal when somebody don't teach you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But we thinking somebody trying to teach us think they know it all.
That's
Instead
right.
of learning what they know and put it
That's
in what
right.
you know.
Exactly.
And now you know a little more.
That's
Because
right.
this life we in is a learning process. No matter how old you is, as long as you here, you're going to learn.
That's right.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
But you know, this is that society that, to me, that loves inflicting pain on each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, this society is it's like, if you ain't if you ain't giving me no hard time, or if you ain't trying to see me fall, or you know what I'm saying, it ain't the opposite. It used to be the opposite of people trying to see you win, and I ain't trying to inflict no pain on you. I want you to win. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like they love it, like that's what they thrive up off of. And that's why our society is steady dying and dying. It's people sitting around, just sitting in the cut, just watching you. Watching you, just waiting to strike, just to try to
bring you down.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
It's sad.
But you know what? A lot of times you have to put yourself around people that's like-minded.
Yes, sir.
So when you waking up, like, you know, we talking about dead society, when you wake up, then that's when it is that you start to realize that not everybody is for you.
Exactly.
And you have to put yourself around individuals that are
for you,
like-minded or close to being like-minded.
Yeah.
You know, if you got that winning spirit and you trying to win, then that's the same thing that you want to do when it comes to other people. You want to get in the group and
that's
around
winning.
that circle that's winning.
That's
right.
Circle.
That's right. Absolutely.
You don't want to sit around the losing circle if you're trying to win, because all they're going to talk about is all the losses.
All the
You see what I'm
losses.
saying? They ain't going to talk about what it takes to win.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You want to be a champion, you surround yourself around champions.
I'm telling you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those
And
that got a
that
champion
even started
spirit.
with self. Like we always talk about this self-motivation.
It's
'Cause
everything.
I'm telling you. And the thing of it is, jump up out the bed, thank God for putting your feet on the floor once again, and then go in that mirror, baby. And you gotta motivate yourself. Tell yourself today you winning.
That's
today
right.
you gonna make this. Today I am great. Today I will do this. Because when you speak negative affirmations in your life,
today you will see that.
That's right.
Today you will definitely see that.
And that's a TKO. You TKO your whole day when it is that you wake up and you start your day off with a complaint. The first thing out of your mouth is a complaint. Why?
Because that's a dead state. Because if you living, then you're gonna be thankful for the life that you have that morning you woke. Because none of us got the power to say, we done got so comfortable that we think that we waking ourselves up. But we don't realize, what about the people that couldn't wake themselves up?
That's right.
You think they made that choice not to wake up that morning?
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So do we really have the power to, we not in control like we think we are.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's
and
right.
we don't realize the biggest blessing is when we wake up that morning.
That's
because
right.
it's a lot of people that don't wake up out their sleep.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Hey, wake up, dead society. Wake it up. Wake it up. Because we not the ones who wake us up every morning, just like Fastlane just stated. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us should realize that we are not in that control. But what we are in control of is making sure that we build that relationship with God so that we can see what it is that He's doing for us, to us, with us, and everybody around us. So, hey, we gotta get on top of wake up, wake up, wake up, like Larry Fishburne stated.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the ones that has fallen, not fallen 6 feet, but have fallen. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are some of the chosen ones, and you know they just can't get it right. You know, but the thing of it is, every day that God give you breath, you can get it right.
That's right.
You can get, no matter what somebody else say to you, if God gave you grace and mercy and then gave you favor to put some breath in your body and you put your feet down on the floor, you can. You can. You can.
That's right.
You can.
Yes.
It's just the willpower that you have.
That's right. He waiting on
So-
us to, hey, he waiting on us to wake up. But you know what? That's okay. Because before the end, every knee shall bow.
Hey,
and
and
every tongue is going
will
to confess.
confess.
But
Yeah.
it may be a little too late for you to be in that, bringing when it is that he come back. So hey, we got to get it together. This is like a cry out because time is running out. I don't know if nobody else done recognize it, but hey, these weeks done flew by.
It has.
Before it is that I moved up here, then I thought that I had a little more time to pack, or I had a little more time to plan. I had a little more time to make sure that my
Time
clients
on
was
our
taken
side.
care of before it was that I left them because I was moving the business. And no, them weeks flew up on me like, whoo,
Yeah.
shoo. No.
Listen, bro, I always say, don't nothing come to a dream but a
sleeper
sleeper.
but a dream.
Okay, come on
That's
now.
right.
I'm
That's
telling
right.
you.
So while we in a dead state, we're sleeping.
Exactly.
Feel me?
Exactly.
We gotta wake up because we
Gotta
dreaming.
wake
It's a
up.
lot of dreaming
Gotta
going
wake
on,
up.
and when we wake up, we realize reality is real, and all that dreaming, we gotta turn it into reality. You know what I'm saying? So that's when you woke. You can't turn a dream into reality if you sleep. You know what I
Exactly.
That's
mean?
right.
Exactly.
Absolutely. You sure can't.
Exactly.
Because that dream ain't going to do nothing but either fade away or keep going. And, hey, you miss out on it if it is that
Exactly.
you wake up. You ain't going to even continue with the same dream if it is that you continue to sleep.
I'm
It's
telling
going to change. Something's going to change. It's not going
The
to
moment
stay.
you get comfortable in that dream,
That's
now
right.
you're dreaming something else.
That's
I'm
right.
telling you.
There's something else going on. Cause
And it's really sad because when you think about it, it's like you see the dead. It's like dead man walking.
That's right.
Everybody walking around like so zombified, like you know what I'm saying. They don't know what to do, and like just hypnotized, like hypnotized.
That's
You know?
because if you give the brain so much information, it's just like a computer. It's gonna overdrive. It's gonna go into overdrive. Before you know it, it don't know what it's thinking.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? That's why
right.
we get filled with so much information. You know, we grew up in an era where it was mind your own business. Now we mind everybody
Everybody's
business. We
business.
think everybody business is our business. You know what I'm saying? We don't. We're not minding our own business enough because if we was, we'd be doing better for ourselves.
That's
As
right.
people, I'm not saying what the next person got, but I'm just noticing when I mind my own business, my road is a lot easier, and I'm seeing myself getting more done. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what nobody say, if I want it done, I got to get up and make it happen.
That's right,
You know what I'm
'cause
saying? I
nobody
can't
else
blame
can.
nobody else
Exactly.
sitting around blaming somebody else when you could be in motion or trying to figure out how
That's
can I
right.
get this done.
Exactly.
You know?
yes, most definitely.
We gotta get back to being compassionate. We gotta get back to showing remorse. We gotta get back to showing empathy. We gotta get back to being sympathetic for people. You know what I'm saying? Because somewhere along the line we lost that. And the more it's like the more they throw stuff out here, it's like the more and more we lose that. Our ancestors is like turning over in their graves.
You know why?
Because
Because we lost culture. We
Yes.
think culture ain't important. But if it ain't important, then when you go to other cultures, you see how they hold on to
They
their
do.
culture.
They do.
And they got more power amongst each other, too. Because
Yeah.
they got culture. You know why? Because
That's
they
right.
know who they is.
That's
you see
right.
what I'm saying? And they constantly carrying on them ways them ancestors passed down. See, we the only ones that think that we reinventing everything and making everything new when a lot of things have been passed down to us, but we not even utilizing them gifts.
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying? Because what we don't realize is our ancestors is still with us. We're being guided more than we know. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But we're detached. And
That's
being
right.
detached got us in a lost state.
Yes,
which is
we
that
most
dead
definitely
state.
are. Okay.
want
Yes,
gotta get you
yes.
some.
So
Get you
we
some.
most definitely are that. Detached. I have so many stories that I can tell. I mean, because one of my clients, they were from India, and let me tell you this. Their culture over there, so much, belief in reference to, because they were from Dubai. And when I say that they did not take for granted as far as what it is, how it is that we grow food and, you know, what we do. No, she was having food shipped over from Dubai.
Smart.
Because she was, you know.
They don't eat this?
And not only that, her family formed.
Yeah.
And they, you know, she made sure that she got her food for her family from her family back in Dubai. They paid money to send that food over.
I don't blame because our food, you know, the food up to, that's another thing though, you know, plays a great part in the way people are thinking nowadays because our food has a lot of fertilizer and
it's
you
a
know,
lot of stuff.
Just a lot of stuff that's actually killing our system. And they know this.
Well, did you all hear that it's getting ready to be a food shortage?
Yeah, a tissue and paper towel and
everything.
Yeah,
they literally have been announcing it on the news
they
in reference to
they trying to take us into
how it is that we're getting ready. Not a recession, but a food recession.
Yeah.
Whereas there is a shortage, and that's one thing that I didn't listen to as far as, I mean, you know how Yasha is. He's so, you know, into growing that and not listening to him, and now realizing, hey, I better start listening.
Hey,
we got to go back to grandma on them days, putting the gardens around. Because it's getting to that.
Taj on point.
Yeah, he is. He turned his whole side of his house front lawn into it.
I know.
Yeah.
But you know, like they also, I just was watching something talking about how in the UK and all that, they French fries from McDonald's is different than our French fries from McDonald's.
I'm pretty
sure.
They
said that our French fries is made with some type of chemicals where they could use the grease longer without having to change it as they fry, which affects the people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And over there, they like it's a lot. Even our cereal, Trix and all those different cereals is banned over there. You can't even. They like no, you can't even send that over here.
It's just sugar.
Well, it's even more than sugar, sis. There's a lot up in that stuff.
I'm sure. But you can even tell because look at some of the people's skin. You feel me?
Yeah.
They skin look way different than our skin looks over here.
Yeah.
And we still are talking about dead society
because what you eat, you are what you eat.
You killing yourself.
So if we killing ourselves,
you killing yourself.
In all aspects. We so busy want to pick up a gun and shoot each other. Let's pick up some forks and what are the rakes and some hoes.
Yeah.
Some hoes and dig some hoes and start planting our food. Because I'm going to tell you, we know how to do it. You feel me? We've been doing it all our life.
We better.
But that's what that was part of the plan. Let's strip them from all the things that they know how to do of survival.
That's right.
And make them feel like they need us to survive.
Yes. Because we are a people of survival. We know how to survive. Or we should know how to survive.
Our ancestors were some cotton picking, man. They fingers
it was deeper than cotton, son. Man, we was growing tobacco. See, this is where we got it twisted at. They made us think we was just some cotton pickings, but we didn't know that we own those cotton fields. You see what I'm saying?
That's
While
right.
we was out there so cold with it because them was our fields that we was picking that cotton out of. We was making money off of cotton. We was making money off of tobacco. We was making money off so many different things. So this was way before that slave mind state.
That's right.
That's why we knew how to farm the land. You know what I'm saying? They ain't bring nobody over here to farm some land that they don't know about. That's like you coming from Atlanta and you just start digging up some ground and start planting. You got to find out and know the soil that you're planting.
Or either I'm going to call my son and be all like, Yasha, where do I get that organic soil from? Exactly. Where do I get that
but he
soil?
Can't send you right outside because he got to come and see the land to know the land to tell you where you could plant it.
And we need to get back to needing our soil. You know what I'm saying? Because you can see a lot of things that God created not being nourished.
Right.
That's because they're attacking it.
Dying. And, you know, the way all that chemicals they spraying in our air. And, you know what I'm saying? It's sad, but I'm going to tell you something.
Hey, like we said, dead society, hey, all them nails, it's good to take care of yourself and be cute. But you know what? It's time to hustle and grind to make sure that your life is sufficient with what it is that is needed, because pretty soon you're not going to have access to none of that. You can't eat a nail and you can't eat hair. Well, I mean, you can eat it, but I don't know how that would taste, but you can't do all of that.
You ain't going to get no nutrition.
Right, exactly. And, so, you know, you'll end up starving. And then we have to think about our youth. We have to think about our kids.
But they have to be taught.
Yeah.
And that's what what we got to get back to. We got to get back to teaching our children how to be survivors. Because I'm telling you, if people pay attention to the times and signs and what's going on in the world, listen.
Yep, it's coming to that point.
Hey,
it's coming to that point.
I bought a seedless watermelon. Cause I really been on that watermelon a lot lately. Watermelon do so much for us.
You do, but you're not doing seedless.
No,
You doing
listen
seeded,
no,
right?
Yeah, seeded.
Okay,
I was
okay.
eating the seeds and everything do something for you.
You're right.
That's why
exactly.
they making them seedless for real. The
Right.
seeds do
But
something.
them
It
clone
heals.
ones. Them ain't the real
Listen,
ones.
I'm trying to tell you. I ain't said. I'm saying two different things. Sis. I
Okay.
said the clone ones don't have seeds in them.
Exactly.
That's the
They
seedless.
seedless.
I said the seeds do so much for you too.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
real ones. The real ones produce with
Exactly.
seeds.
Exactly.
I said I've been eating those too. But I said I started off saying I bought a seedless watermelon because they didn't have no seed watermelons in the store at the time. So I'm hesitating. I'm looking all around like if they got these pretty old seedless watermelons, I know they got some ones with the seeds in it. I looked all around, they ain't had none. They had the ones with the seeds cut up already in plastic, and you could just get a little bit of it. You couldn't get a whole watermelon of it. So I'm like, damn, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and get this seedless one. Just try it anyway. I got it. We set it on the counter. About a week at the most.
It was done.
Not even a week. About 4 or 5 days. All of a sudden, she called like, hey, this watermelon exploded.
Oh!
I got pictures. Watermelon exploded, and it was sitting on a bowl where all the stuff came out the watermelon.
Oh,
and it was all
gross.
watery and
Don't make
gushy.
me throw up.
It looked nasty. I'm telling you, it looked crazy. And it stinked.
I know.
That's crazy. It smelled up the house and everything.
Them
off a
chemicals.
watermelon.
That's right.
Yes. That
What they
watermelon
doing
straight
to
exploded.
produce it. That's
Big
right.
hole in it. It was a big hole. Looked like somebody just blew that watermelon up or something.
And that's just like, like we talking about dead society. We need to educate ourselves. We need to read. We need to study. We need to learn. What you putting in your body is destroying it. I mean, I'm a witness
Have
to it.
y'all paid attention to how a lot of our younger people don't remember too
That's
much?
right. Don't remember a
You know,
thing.
they can't tell you too much about, growing up as a kid or, you know what I'm saying? That has a part, that's play a big part of the food and what they're doing to our, I'm telling you, they're trying to do us like the dinosaurs. For real. Like real talk. They want us extinct, or whatever.
And they try to
All of
replace
these
us at the
above.
same time.
That's
We
right.
don't realize that either.
Exactly.
You know why? Because it's a big payoff. They owe us so much.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, before they would pay us, they would get rid of us. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They're gonna get that's the plan, to get rid of us.
'Cause
So
it's
they're
too
attacking
many of
our
us.
food. And not just it's too many of us. They know that one day these people gonna find out who they is.
Yeah, we
so
find
then when they find out who they is, they gonna want to know the answers to why y'all put that much money into hiding it from us.
That's
you feel
right.
me? Because it's a tag behind who we are. Each one of our social securities is worth $1 million, but we don't know how to access that $1 million when we born. We don't know when we sign those birth certificates over. We signing our kids up. We signing our children over too.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Because then it become a tax ID number. They getting paid off our children when
Our
they first
kids.
born.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we gotta wake up, but we don't also know that being the indigenous
That's
people
why
of
my
that
daughter
of
got
this
no
land.
birth certificate.
Huh? You say what?
I was like, my daughter ain't got no birth certificate. That's why she got all them many names.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just playing, bro.
Yeah, but being the indigenous
but
people
that's
of this
for real,
land,
though,
it's a tag
seriously.
for that too.
It
Because just like we don't even realize why they choose to pay the natives on the 5 tribes. They rather pay 5 tribes than 495 tribes. You see what I'm saying? So they like, okay, we'll pay these 5 tribes off to make the world think like we taking care of the original people of this land, and we're gonna send those other ones somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
now the truth coming out that them other ones supposed to got paid too.
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying? Because this is our land. Y'all done built everything on our land. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So before that truth come out, they feel like we're going to get rid of them. And the more wiser we becoming as far as knowing that, like they said, we only supposed to eat anything that comes from the earth. That's what God gave us, the things that came from the earth for real.
That's
you know what
right.
I'm saying? And the
Potatoes
more we finding that truth out, what are they doing? They're attacking our food,
It's
our
getting ready to be
vegetables,
a-
our, you know what I mean?
So that
like
means
they
we
they
gotta
already
learn.
know the meat we've been chopping the meat up for years. We cloning the meat and all that for years. Now they learning to eat healthier again. The more healthier they eat, the more they're gonna think positive. The more positive they're gonna tap into themselves, and the more they're gonna become one with God again.
Yep.
They're gonna find out who they self is.
That's right.
So we gotta attack that fruit now, because they're gonna get to a point where that's all they're gonna want is fruit. And look at our fruit.
And
now.
your body
That's right.
can survive off of that because fruit
Nothing
carries
lasts.
water.
Nothing
Water.
lasts.
They said
neither.
if you could eat watermelon for 30 days without drinking no water.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
you
Absolutely.
good. And they
Right,
said you
believe
getting
me.
more hydrated with that watermelon than you do
Absolutely.
drinking the water.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you, and it will
Yeah.
make you. It'll keep you going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because I'll sit
Yeah.
there. Let me tell you, I always just bring up my oldest son because of the health
Gosh,
kick that he is.
on that health kick.
And it was so funny when he kind of stayed with me a little bit before he left to move back to Hawaii. This boy would eat a whole doggone watermelon in 2 days.
Yes.
A whole big,
Eating
not
good.
just, I mean, it was seeded too, because he would not buy nothing more than
Oh,
that.
yeah.
But a whole big watermelon in 2 days. And I'm
Wow.
like, Yasha. He said, you just cut it in half and just eat one half one day and the other. I said, I can't eat that much watermelon.
so
He
full
said,
off
you
of
will.
it.
You do.
You
watermelon,
learn.
because of the water that watermelon holds. It will make you full.
And
you
it's
know?
not making you hold water because you going
right.
to the
you
bathroom.
Going, but I'm saying,
yeah.
Watermelon's full of water.
Yeah, absolutely. So come on, society, don't continue. That's just my cry. Don't continue to be dead. Let's wake up. Let's get to
wake up.
That's right. Let's
And it's
get
one
to
step
know.
at a time because, it ain't like we got this all at one time. Over the years of reading and studying and being inquisitive and wanting to learn, you got to have that willpower to want to know what's good for you.
That's right.
You got to want that willpower to know that in my mind, I can win. I will win. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people just so comfortable in where they at to where they ain't even trying to see nothing else or do nothing else because
That's
they're
right.
comfortable.
Yeah.
And they feel because they comfortable, they don't want to see you prosper either because they don't want you to leave them behind.
They don't want
And,
you
and
to
you know
be
what? You said a major thing, and everything you said up even to the end. In they mind.
That's
See what I'm
right.
saying? A lot of us got to get out of our own head.
That's right.
For
You're
real.
right.
You'll
You're
be
right.
thinking somebody mad at you, and they acting funny and all that, and they this.
And
All of that is in your head.
That's
Until you
right.
take time out to talk to that person,
Exactly.
they might be going through something within their mind. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? They ain't got nothing to do with you.
That's
you know what I
right.
mean? So we got to get out of our own head. One thing we got to realize is that we could be sure about the things we want, but we also got to be sure that that same mind state that ensure you about the things you want will confuse you about the things you want. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
Yep.
we got to know that it's a battle in our mind first things first.
Yes,
So you got to
yes,
win
yes.
that battle in order before you can win any other battle. You
That's
got to
right.
That's why I always say know thyself, because knowing self, you're going to know that it's two sides to you. You got a higher self and a lower self. That one side going to think the worst.
That's right.
And the higher self going to think the highest. And you got to learn how to pick your poison. Which
Yeah.
one is good for
Fight
you?
your battle.
That's
Some
right.
people love that lower self. They
That's
love
right.
that feeling.
And
some
never get
people
out of
wanna
that
elevate
trench.
to that higher self. They just don't know how. You see what I'm saying? And some people don't even believe it exists within themselves.
That's right.
Because they just thinking like, oh, it was just a bad day for me. Well, you don't know that when you said it's just a bad day for
It
you,
was a
that's
bad
your
day.
lower self telling you
That's
that.
right.
And it wants you to follow that mind state, so you're going to go looking for that bad day. You know what I'm
And you're
saying?
going to have multiple of them because that's what you think that you're
Yeah.
supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you think that you're supposed to have is that bad day. No. You know what? Like Miss Kiwi and Fast Lane have stated, any day it is that you wake up
It's a
and
good
you
day.
put your feet on that, even if you just twinkle your toes, you know that you are in the land of the living. However, you still in that dead state of mind because it is that you wake up with that attitude. Or
Yeah.
you wake up and you feel, oh, here we go again. Or, oh, Lord, I'm going to have a bad day. Or, oh, I don't want to go to work. Hell to the no.
To the
Stop
no,
that
no,
to the
no.
no. I
no.
need y'all to turn that around and
Yes.
start with
That's
those
what they
positive
want.
affirmations.
Man, that's
Do
what
a
they
little
want.
meditation.
The thing to do is just
Give
have that
yourself
mind
5
frame.
minutes. Give yourself 5 minutes.
I'm
As soon as
good,
it
I'm
is
good.
that you wake up, just give yourself 5 minutes. praise God, give God that glory, thank him. That's all you got to do is say thank you for waking me up this morning. And that can change your whole day. That can change your whole day.
What's the sad part is because a lot, and you know, and I'm gonna say it, a lot of these saved folks is making the unsaved folks not even want to become saved because they're not you know, living different. They're not doing different. They're not speaking different. They're not looking different.
So what?
You know.
So what is they saved from then?
Right, exactly.
Just from themselves.
They think they saved.
They saved from themselves because the thing about it is they feel like because they didn't put a suit on or a dress up.
They ain't even saved for themselves.
Wait a minute, and look the part. And because they strut in there with them big old hats and sit on the pews and I'm gonna call it out because the devil is a lie. That's why a lot of folks is not becoming saved.
That's the reason why I've got a lot of dead society.
People and saying y'all ain't doing no different than what we doing. So what make y'all be saved?
Right.
Hey, but you know what's deep about what you just said, sis? And I just saw that vision as you was talking. You know, like even the story we'll say Jesus. This, you know, the story of Jesus. He was going in the churches, kicking over stuff. He wasn't sitting amongst them because they thought they was saved, but them the same ones who crucified him. You see what I'm saying? So that means he was a little different because he was spiritual. He was teaching his people how to be spirituality. He was like, man, y'all got a direct way to my Father. You see what I'm saying? But they wanted him to go the man's way. And he like, no, man and destroyed everything. You see what I'm saying? So when I say, we got to recognize, we got to know the difference. Which side is they on? Because a lot of them playing the same side as the same ones who crucified the one they saying in the name of.
That's
you see what I'm saying? So we got to be, when they say that devil is in disguise and he knew the scriptures, we got to know how deep that runs.
That's
you see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because that's how they got control over our people. Because the chosen people was spiritual beings. We was tapped in. We knew how to worship. We came together and worship and we praised and everything. We was in tune with the animals, everything. You see what I'm saying? So they took our mind and lowered our vibrations with how they think because they knew who we was. So they said we got to come up with a plan. You see what I'm saying? So them same ones that's in there faking, they ain't spiritual. That's why. Because if you spiritual, when you go into church, you're going to feel the spirit in there. You're going to feel the energy.
You in the door with the spirit.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to feel the energy.
Pumped up. You ain't got to have the choir to pump you up. You already coming in with the spirit.
So,
but I ain't, you know, I'm not talking bad on church folk, but what I am saying
because everybody ain't the same.
Exactly.
It's just like outside of church. It ain't no different.
Exactly.
People, that's the thing. People want to throw darts at the church.
Motivate yourself.
But that's what I was finna say. When you go, you supposed to be going for yourself.
That's right.
And the Father. You know what I'm saying? It ain't supposed to be about everybody else anyway. That's the problem. That's why people don't mind their own business, even in church. When you in church, you going there for a real purpose to worship.
You too busy looking
not
around
studying everybody and worrying about what they got on or what they did or why they didn't do it.
Who gonna shout? Who gonna shout?
Yeah, you know. And who gonna catch him?
Right, exactly.
Oh, man.
Ooh, she didn't even put that cloth over her. Ooh, Lord, she done fell all out on the floor.
That's because we lost our spirituality with it, man. We think because we read the scriptures that we tapped into the spirit. No, we're not.
We so
He said the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
How you pronounce it?
Discombobulated.
Not discombobulated, but desensitized.
Desensitized.
We so desensitized from for real, the realness of really what God is trying to show us, because we too busy. That's why, I don't know, I just say TV and all of that, it don't motivate me unless I'm looking at somebody that's, you know, speaking some truth or, you know, teaching.
Well, that's what you got to put in your spirit. That's what you have to put in your spirit, because when you putting all that other stuff in your spirit, then, you know, and a lot of people don't pay attention to, say for instance, when you just sit up there and you listening to
negativity
or cussing and you listening to all these words that men and females are called, then that's all your mindset is. You can't move past that. You can't move past that, because that's just what it is that you living the same life of what it is that they speaking of. And they ain't even living that life. That's just for entertainment. That is just for entertainment. A lot of them not living what it is that they are rapping, singing, or whatever the case. Or, you know, when it is that they on TV, they ain't living that life. Yeah. But you caught up in it. because that's all you know. That's all you watch. That's all you see.
People love that.
Entertainment purposes is killing our society. That's the reason why it is.
That's
right.
why it's a dead society.
That's right.
Because
Rock-a-bye,
we're being entertained.
What they say, blink, and black gonna be the last thing you see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man,
When you're
just
being
close your
entertained,
eyes.
what are you doing? You're sitting watching.
Yeah.
But when you're the person that's entertaining,
That's right.
you're the one in motion. You the one
We're
got the
doing.
crowd paying attention.
That's
You
right.
see what I'm saying? And that's what we have became. We're being entertained. So that means we're being set down watching somebody else in motion.
Or
And that's
listening.
how our kids are. They watch everything on these phones, but they're not in motion.
That's
You
right.
see what I'm saying? We got to get back in motion and with
right.
ourselves because we see somebody at the top, but we never see the process of them getting to the
How
top.
they got there.
You see what I'm saying? And we don't see the process of them taking losses
Exactly.
and losses and falling in order to maintain the top.
That's
You
right.
see what I'm saying? Like the picture ain't as pretty as it's being painted. So now they getting confused thinking that it's just that easy. I mean, it's easy if we believe that we want it and we want to go get it.
And you gotta
But
work for
it's
it.
a process in the process.
It is not
You know?
easy. It's not easy, and that's even with becoming an entrepreneur. It's not easy to become an entrepreneur. There is so much footwork. There is so much leg work. There is so much paperwork. There is so much of everything it is that you have to do in order to become an entrepreneur. And unless it is that you're willing to put that leg work in, you willing to spend those hours, you willing to
Sacrifice.
study, you willing to, and it's okay to watch others, as I stated earlier. Bring some of their nuggets. See how it is that you can use what it is that they doing for your own. Make it your own. You can make that your own. But yeah, a lot of people feel like it's that get rich quick or that fast time or what. No. You sure have to put in time and work. You can't sit back
But see,
and
that's a lot of I feel, and it's just my opinion. That's a lot of people's problems of today. They don't want to put that struggle in. They don't want to get down in the dirt and the grimy mud and put that work in. They just want it to be handed to you. Everybody want to come in on the part where we done
The
made
celebration.
That's right.
it. And
They want to celebrate.
We here. You hear me?
Hey, but you
And
know,
they don't want to put in the work, and you know what I'm saying? Now they looking crazy because you done called them out, and you like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't eat over at my table. But you know what I'm
everybody
saying?
gonna work too.
You feel me?
You gonna make some work,
Everybody got to work and put in
That's
something
right.
because everybody brings something to the
and it
table.
make it easier for everybody else.
Exactly.
You see
like
those-
they say, I am the table. I bought the table. No, I bought my own table. You hear what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
I bought my own table. You bought your own table, and everybody got their own things on their table. Now we come together and put it together. We
And
got
see
a whole
what kind of, that's
man.
right.
Do you hear me?
See what kind of
Got a
feast
whole
you got.
family union.
Man,
That's
you
right.
hear me?
That's
all
right.
We got a
That's right.
whole buffet of all kind of things that we finna just make work for us.
That's right.
But people don't look at it like that. They too busy worrying about, I got my table and it's full. You can't eat off mine. You hear me?
Well,
You
you
can't
But
let
see-
you eat. You just get that little bit
They
right
give you
there.
the crumbs.
You just get that
But,
little
but
bit
see,
right there.
that's the ones don't realize the power in and when everybody eating, that means we all gonna be full. And my plate might get low sometime, but I could eat off of your plate.
That's right.
And this
Okay.
plate and this
That's
plate,
right.
and we
And-
all good.
And
Nobody missing
rejuvenate
beat.
yourself, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I need you back on, you going to get back at, but people don't look at it like that.
And like you
They don't look at
said,
it like
Fast
that.
Lane, when it is that everybody is eating, everybody gets full, you ain't got to worry about no conniving and nobody coming behind your back.
Right.
Because, hey, we all getting it.
We all winning. We all winning.
winning.
We
And
want
that's one
winners over here, baby.
That's
We
right.
want
That's one thing.
winners.
As I'm going to say, as a boss, I want everybody to win.
Winning.
Because I know that if you winning, you going to help me win.
Right.
First and foremost,
Okay.
I'm going to benefit off of your winnings.
We gonna
because
benefit
you
off
gonna
each
help.
other.
You the one that's
Exactly.
helping me. So it is good
If you
when it
ain't
is.
winning,
Then you losing.
and if you're losing,
Then you're dead to society.
shit.
Yes, but no, I mean, just on a serious note, hey, we just have to wake up and
Help us one to another.
That's right, be helpers one to another.
One to
Lift
another.
each other up. Help when it's now nobody can really say nothing to anyone because everyone is afraid of what may come, come back, that backlash from that other person, that response from that other person. You may be wanting to say something that's going to really help that person, but because it is that that person and how it is that person responds, you might not even say nothing to them. Hey, sometimes you got to step outside your comfort zone because
I'm going to tell you, because that's being disobedient, especially if God put it on you to say it. Listen, that's why we always say on this show, don't shoot the messenger.
That's right.
Don't shoot the messenger.
That's right.
Because if you listen to the message, you might have learned something.
That's right.
Because it could have been something in that for you. But when you shoot the messenger,
that's right. You shooting the message and ain't learning nothing.
You don't get what you supposed to have got.
Yes, absolutely.
But a lot of people like I said, be so in tune in what they got going on in their lives to where a lot of people don't want to hear what nobody else got to say.
That's right. And this ain't no putting nobody down
definitely
session.
Not.
This ain't no criticizing
definitely
session.
Not.
It's not
a
preaching session.
Learning.
It is a learning session. It's
learning.
A help meet session. It's a cry for all of us to get in tune. Hey, me, myself, I'm just in this conversation as much as, the speaking to others. Let's join together and become helpers one to another.
We have literally lived our lives.
Yep.
Whose suffering is our kids.
That's right. Absolutely.
These young teenagers, these young adults, they are the ones who's actually suffering. And we walk around and we throw that love word loosely. We say we care. That family. But the thing of it is that if you're really not taking that time out to reach out to somebody outside of your immediate, and when I say immediate, I'm talking about in your household. If you're not reaching out helping somebody else, or if you're not trying to, uplift somebody else, then really what you doing?
That's right. I'm going to have the same message to everybody it is that I deal with. It don't change. Now, it may change according to that person to help them see what it is that I'm trying to say. But when it comes to what I'm trying to do, what's the back end of it, no, it don't change. I don't care if you somebody out on the street, it's gonna remain the same.
It's just so many people on demon time to where we gotta change that.
That's right.
We gotta literally change that. Everybody wanna be on demon time. That means y'all let the demons win. No, that ain't how God. Cause I'm gonna tell you, them very demons y'all allowing to destroy y'all. God done already, okay, I'm going to give y'all
That's right.
Room.
Absolutely.
Because, Satan got everybody tricked like he the man.
That's right.
And he's really not. And then not only that, Satan got imps. That means that depression, that comes with 7 other spirits. Backbiting, that comes with 7 other spirits. You feel what I'm saying? So when you're inviting all these spirits into your life, that's when you become confused.
You killing yourself.
You don't know which way to go because you're fighting so many spirits, you don't know.
That's right.
That's why you got to get in tune with God. Come as you are. God say come as you are.
That's right.
God wants you to straight literally depend on him like you depend on your man or your woman.
That's right.
God
and just different things, period. Because I know, with this move, Lord Jesus, this has been a move.
I'm so glad she done.
Lord have mercy, it's been a move. But you know what? I do want to shout out, hey, all my help me's. One thing's for sure, my family gonna come. They gonna come and they gonna help. Or if it is that, I have to stop them sometimes because it just makes sense, they still, be ready to, I'm on standby. I want to shout out to my little nephew, Mikey. He came down there and he helped. And let me tell you something. He was a true soldier because we didn't finish packing until 4 a.m. And that young man had to go to work the next day, that next evening. He had to go to work the next evening. So shout out to Mikey for coming down there and holding it down. And Mailman came down and helped, but Pope Mikey was doing a lot of it by himself. And they was so bad at Mailman in some instances, but Mikey was holding it down. So shout out to Mikey on
We gotta get
helping.
it done. We gotta
That's
be
right.
helpers one to another.
Mhm.
Whenever you can come outside of your comfort zone and help somebody else, you winning.
That's right.
But when you so in tune with yourself and you ain't helping nobody else, that's why you can't see no blessings. That's why you don't understand why you going through so much that you going through. Because a lot of times it's not about you. It's about somebody else. And we got to get back to being helpers one to another.
Yes,
and
we
without being what is it? Begrudging, holding a grudge about doing it. You got to do it with a whole
open heart.
Open heart to, you know,
it's got to be genuine.
Exactly.
That's
because
right.
a lot of people ain't
That's right.
Yeah.
You got to be genuine.
That's
you
right.
Gotta
You got to be
genuine.
genuine.
You gotta be genuine.
I mean, genuine.
She said you got to be genuine.
Whoa, you can't fit in these jeans. Yeah, but you know, hey.
No, but genuine. So that's why it is that I feel, you know, I'm really blessed. Is because, like I said, I have family that stand behind me 100%, and I don't give a darn. They gonna come full force, regardless to what or what time it is or however it is that it needs to be helped. They gonna come. So. You know, I
Sleepy
love.
eyed and all.
That's right. Shoot, no money. Hey, you gonna make a way. You gonna make a way. Go make a way.
That's
yes.
that Rosie Woodson in us, baby.
Yes.
But straight up though, you know, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all, even though y'all may not have called in. Y'all appreciate everybody on our lives. We appreciate the ones that might want to call in. If you got to talk about we got a platform. This is what we're talking about. God gave us this platform. That's right. Why not say it? That's right. If you think you can't say it, we're going to say it on Why Not Say It. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to keep it moving. Till next Friday, we got another great topic for y'all.
That's right. So, like I said, Miss Mink is in the house. I'm here.
Thank you,
am
Father,
here.
For bringing her home.
I'm here.
Shout out to keep you on your feet. Make you want to go research. Make you want to go read something. Hey, that's what it's about. Knowing for yourself and not just listening to everybody else. Because when you just listen to everybody else, that means you can be easily misled.
That's right.
So,
and we don't want you to continue to be dead. Wake up.
Wake up.
It's not the first of the it is near the first of the month.
Up.
But
hey, I'm going to tell you like this. If you could be making money while you sleeping, then sleep on. But if you ain't making no money while you sleep, baby, you need to get up.
You still gotta wake up even if that money is being made while you sleeping.
I'm just saying. I'm talking about, you know,
right.
you know.
Yeah. Yes.
You ain't making money overnight while you sleeping, then you know what you doing.
That's right. Absolutely.
Now you done woke up at 10, 11, 12, all the worms is gone.
That's right. And the apple's 8.
You hear me?
That's
and
right.
then be wondering why everybody else doing so good. And
right, and your apple
trying to figure it out.
Do you hear me?
Your apple
now
is...
the little worm that came out your apple and you looking like, I want to eat that.
And always talking about what they ain't gonna do.
Right, exactly.
Well, if you ain't gonna do it, baby, then you ain't gonna get it.
Done, you hear me?
That's right. Absolutely.
If you ain't gonna do it, I'm down sure ain't gonna do it. You hear me?
Not for you. That's right. Not for you.
Now we can do it together.
But not for you.
But if I gotta work hard for you, oh, it's a problem.
That's right. Absolutely. But we have truly enjoyed and thank each and every last one of our listeners, as well as our potential callers, as well as our live viewers. We really appreciate you all. You all make us want to make this happen. And we gonna make it happen because we want to spread the word. And we come from all angles. That's right.
Yeah, we're gonna make it happen. But we would prefer if you all come along on this journey. We don't care what y'all got going on in your lives. Let's talk about it. Let's get it out. It's gonna help somebody.
That's right.
I'm talking about it might not even be you that's going through something. But how about you know somebody that's going through something? Get on this platform. Let's talk about it. Let's expose the devil and get it out there and find a solution to it.
That's
and
right.
not let's be messy and be gossiping about it and be like, girl, boy, you know this. No, that ain't
Because that
gonna
ain't
help
solving nothing. Just keeping
Yeah.
society dead. We
That's
want to
it.
wake it up,
Wake it up.
wake it up.
Wake it up.
That's right.
Hey, you want me to make a song so where y'all can wake it up and twerk to it? Cause
Oh,
y'all,
no.
that's what y'all do.
Don't have her doing it.
Hey, it's twerking to a wake up song to get you woke up, baby. I'm willing to make some. Yeah.
Yes,
For
but
real.
thank you all. Thank you all.
We
and
appreciate y'all every day, all day. Why
Yes.
not say it definitely, hey, we standing strong for all of our viewers, all of our listeners, the ones that tune in, the ones that call in. We love y'all most definitely every day, all
That's
day.
right. Absolutely.
We stay motivated for y'all and for ourselves.
All right. Fast Lane, you going to take us out of here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got something for
Until
you.
the next time, baby.
yes.
We love y'all. Reach out to Fastlane 747. Miss Mink. Miss Kiwi. We got a topic. Let's talk about it.
We don't own the rights to this music.
Yeah, we don't own the rights to this. Hey, we finna rock out.
My baby and I are back together again. Loving is better than it's ever been. If it weren't for the trials we've been through, I'd never have the courage to come back to you. We're all entitled to make a mistake.
This my song to St.
We
Louis.
got to prepare for some.